I have creation creator business.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still on the Prison Break craze.
I saw stuff
Okay.
that I'm excited to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I am nervous to talk about the fire stuff.
Welcome to Monday Night Moonwatch, episode
19.
Right?
Whoa, yeah?
Yes, it's episode
19.
I
Yes,
strongly
right.
believe so.
If not, just put the asterisk and then the correction number. But I think it's funny.
I'll just do a little voiceover. They'll never know.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, a little bit creation creator business. We're
Ooh.
watching things we're excited about. There's some big West Coast news happening right now.
Yes.
We were talking about whether or not we should really even get into news at all. I don't think we're a news channel. We're not. I don't see us as a news source.
Yeah, I don't think we're a news source. Like, you should not be coming to us for like current events.
Yes.
Not saying that we're not reliable. Just like
Right.
that's not the main focus. But
Yes.
not saying that we're oblivious to.
Yeah, but
things that are
also
happening.
if news travels by any means, I
Yeah.
think cool. That's important.
Yeah.
So maybe we're not gonna suppress. This is. I mean,
You know, maybe it might evolve to that.
yeah.
We'll let you know.
Maybe we'll just have like a little section in the beginning to talk about news and current events and riff off it.
Yeah.
Riff off of it.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well,
think
maybe
I
not
like
riff off of it. Oh, Jimmy Fallon's allowed to do it. Why can't? Okay, we're not going to do it. I don't know if he did it for this situation.
I don't know. I'm not watching.
It's been
I
a
don't
while
watch
since I've
Jimmy
seen
Fallon.
any TV.
Who watches TV anymore?
Anyways, here on the West Coast, if you haven't heard, there's a giant fires happening. So hopefully everyone is safe. Hopefully everyone takes it seriously. Do what you have to do to be prepared.
Yeah. Lend a helping hand if you know someone in need of help. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
It's
stuff
crazy.
going on. Yeah.
And if you're far or whatever, and you feel compelled to help through whatever charity, donation thing, I guess, do your research, be selective, not to be pessimistic or anything, or, but scams arise.
Yeah, that sucks, right?
Yeah.
Taking advantage of like situations like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, make sure that if you're trying to help out financially from a
use
distance,
your best judgment.
Yes.
And honestly, research. There's definitely help out there.
Yeah. Make sure the help goes to where you mean for it to go.
Yes.
Um,
And again, everyone out there who are firsthand experiencing this, we hope you guys are good and safe.
yeah. Prioritize your life over everything.
Be smart.
Everything
please.
else.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. So, creation creator business.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's get into creation creator business. We have our good friend, John Rossetti, the comedy genius. We'll put the link to his channel in the bio.
I see if we could like
again.
put a picture of him up, or not yet.
Not yet. I don't know.
Okay.
That
We'll
sounds like
see.
editing.
Yeah.
I don't-
that sounds like work.
I still don't feel like we have that time
Okay.
to edit yet, but we're trying to get there.
Mhm.
Anyways, he's very excited for us. He's always been excited
Mhm.
for us. He wants to hang out and talk about, I guess, how to expand
Oh.
this or the reach of
Mhm.
this,
All right.
even if it's not like content creation, just how to like
Yeah.
assist this reaching people.
Ooh. All right.
And of course, obviously, also elevating the quality
Yeah.
of everything and what we want to do with it. You know a little bit about the company he works with
Kind of.
currently.
Oh, currently, I'm not sure if I'm up to date with that.
Oh, okay, well,
Are you able to say?
I'm not going to say anything that's like revealing personal information, but he works with the company.
What's his company ID?
His company.
How does he get into the building?
Yeah. So he's it's like a media company, content creation. They do things I think for the city or organizations. I don't know, stuff like that. So he's been active, like in the video space, and he's always excited about it. He's excited for us, especially. So he wants to talk about that. So I'm sharing news with you at the same time as with the camera. I guess that's the creation creator business I got. Yeah, maybe I should just leave it as vague as that. Let's sit down with him first and talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
But
Cool with that, yeah.
I'm just excited for it.
Yeah, again, this is the year of ambition.
Yes, the year of ambition.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Very
do
ambitious,
it. We're
yeah.
gonna do it. Anyways, creation creators, all things creative, whether you indulge, participate,
Or just
appreciate
enjoy.
from afar.
Right, that's indulging.
Yeah,
Or is indulge and enjoy the same thing, you think?
I think indulge covers all of that.
Okay, it's more of an umbrella thing.
Yeah. So what are you enjoying?
I'm still watching Prison Break.
Prison Break.
And oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm watching TV. I've been finding the time
now
to watch TV.
You're watching shows, not TV, not television.
Yes, I'm watching shows, serials.
Yeah.
I checked out Detroiters and AP Bio.
Oh, nice. Okay, those are fun shows.
Yes,
it seems I have not seen either of those actually. Yeah,
I've been wanting to watch Detroiters. I've been waiting for it to be on a streaming platform that I have access to.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was.
I like Tim Robinson's style of filmmaking, I guess. Tim Robinson, like the guest co-creator, right?
Yes,
co-creator of Detroiters.
He worked on SNL. Was he a writer?
I think he was
on
writer.
SNL.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. It shows because I see it like in I Think You Should Leave. And then I've always been recommended to watch Detroiters. And again, I didn't have access to it, and I didn't know that I had access to it. I guess as of October.
Oh wow, that's when it was okay.
That's when they finally put it on some streaming platform that I can watch, but I didn't have time to sit down until recently. Yeah. But yeah, I love it. Should we talk about Detroiters first?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah,
Detroiters. Yeah, Detroiters. It's a sitcom. The story engine is so these two best friends work in an advertising company that Tim Robinson's. I think his name's Tim in the show. Tim and Sam. Tim inherits his dad's advertising company. And they work for like public access television. Okay. They don't work for that, but they make commercials for that with their own small town businesses. So that's kind of the story engine. And it's kind of smart because I think it's a good excuse to just do wacky stuff.
Okay.
They can cold open on a weird commercial.
Yeah.
I've only seen like 4 episodes or 5 episodes.
I've only seen one.
But you only seen one?
Yeah.
Oh, the first one?
Just the first
one. How long ago?
I liked it. I saw that one before October.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know how to describe it yet, except as like live action SpongeBob, maybe.
Well, I feel like his style of filming is live action cartoons.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
too.
not over the top cartoonish, but like definitely has those characters.
Yeah,
that definitely has that element of like wackiness.
It has the same feeling for me as Portlandia did.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And Portlandia, I love that show so much. I've never finished a show faster than I finished Portlandia.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and there's a lot of seasons of that show.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, really?
Yeah, and I was house sitting and I burned through it.
Dang.
It was maybe I mentioned it like in an earlier episode, but I think that show though is the humor. I think is in the editing.
You think?
Like the stories are wacky.
Portlandia. Okay.
Stories are wacky. Characters are wacky.
The editing,
but the way they edit it,
yeah,
it's Like I think half the writing takes place in editing when I watch Portlandia. When I watch Detroiters, it seems like a very straightforward, like part 1, part 2, part 3 of a story.
Yeah.
But it has the same wackiness, and it just kind of gets absurd. Anyways, I'm a fan of Tim Robinson.
Yeah, he has great comedy.
Yeah, 4 episodes. I don't have that much to say about it yet.
Well, I mean, like, you've seen his other shows that I think you should leave. Yeah, I think you've seen some of the other one, the characters. I think that's another one.
That's his show. I know.
Or is he just in it?
That looked like a show where they had different comedians.
Oh, okay.
Like write an episode or something.
Okay.
And so I saw Tim Robinson's episode.
Got it.
Of that show.
Well, he's in a lot of comedic media.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, his style is very funny. I like.
How would you describe him? Because I tried describing him and I don't know how I feel about it, how accurate it is.
What was your description, or do you want me to just go at it?
You already have one locked and loaded?
No.
Okay, I feel like he's okay. Pee Wee Herman is like an adult child. But I think maybe more in the outlook aspect.
What do you mean?
Like he's fun. I guess you could say he's optimistic. You know, he goes into things with like excited imagination. Tim Robinson, like the way his humor comes off to me is like an adult child, but from the emotional aspect.
Okay, yeah.
Like if he's angry, it's a tantrum. You know, if he's like happy, it's like he really like.
Okay, do you mean him as a person or his acting style?
His characters, I guess.
His characters, yeah.
And maybe, yeah.
Well, I feel like, yeah.
Not just the characters he portrays, but even just characters like in his worlds. Like if they're happy, then they're like deep in that moment that's making them
highly
happy.
Like heightened emotion.
Yes.
Like they just go with whatever they're feeling. And just double down on everything they do. Like no shame.
Everything is like drama.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. I don't know. I love it.
Give it a watch.
Give it a watch. Any Tim Robinson content, I guess.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Man butts.
That's,
I think we're on to something. Anyways, Prison Break. What's happening with Prison Break?
Man, I am on season. Oh my gosh, I think I'm on season 4 right now.
Dang, that's fast.
Yeah.
Because where were you last episode? 1 week ago when you first brought up.
I think I just started season 2.
Okay, so you saw 2 seasons in a week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, let me think real quick. I saw season 1. Okay, season 2. Yeah, I'm on season 4. Fudge. Holy fudge.
Wow, you like the show, huh?
I really like the show. I once we start binging, it's just on its way,
what's hooking you about this show?
Definitely the suspense. This show is definitely good at just escalating things and just holding you like what's going to happen next.
So does it end on cliffhangers?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah. It definitely does.
Like, do you feel like shows of that time like usually relied on cliffhangers?
Probably.
Because for some reason I feel like that's
that was the thing?
More so right now as a streaming thing.
Oh.
Because the next episode is ready.
Yeah.
And they want you to stay on the app. They want you to stay, putting in time and going to the next episode.
I feel like that same argument could be made for weekly shows because they want you to come back next week.
That's true.
So it's like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, I have to wait a whole week to see what happens.
And I guess they want to give you something to talk about until the next episode.
Exactly.
Comes
Binging,
out.
Yeah, you could just binge it. If it hooks you, it hooks you. If it doesn't, then.
Yeah.
Okay, is that cheap for like the shows that come out all at once to end on cliffhangers?
Is it like streaming?
Yeah.
Is it cheap for them to use cliffhangers?
Yeah. Like to rely on cliffhangers, I guess. Like if all the episodes are out, like don't you think like the episode should be good enough for them to be like, okay, I want to watch more. Instead of like hoping the cliffhanger would bring
No, I agree with that. I think cliffhangers are a tool.
Oh, definitely.
And if you can if it's aiding the story and if it's like also enhancing your experience, cool, go for it. I think cheap if it's too easy.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
But even if it's too easy, again, if it still helps the story and helps your experience, maybe you can argue for it.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just legit question.
No, but you can throw shade if you want.
That's me throwing shade.
So do you feel like you would feel an impulse to avoid cliffhangers in your own stories?
No. I was just honestly just curious.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what your thoughts on this. You're more like, I don't know, movie inclined or technically inclined.
Technically inclined.
You're more movie technical inclined.
Oh, I see. No, I think so are you.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, go on.
No. So Prison Break, it just does a great job at just escalating issues, setting stakes, and cliffhangers. Suspense, I guess. It's really good with suspense. Okay. And the characters they make are really interesting and just like at some points you root for them, and then there's points where you don't root for them.
Yeah.
And they're a varying ethical places, I guess. There's good guys that you don't root for because they're just a-holes.
Yeah.
And then there's bad people that you kind of root for because like they help the protagonist.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to root for him, but he's kind of like, I feel bad for him in this moment. Like, it just messes with you. I feel like Prison Break messes with your thought on who's good and who's bad. Not on what's good and what's bad, because obviously what some people do is really bad.
Right.
But who's good and who's bad? Why are they bad or why are they good?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what that show does.
I thought about this, not Prison Break, but that whole like
concept.
Yeah. I think it's hard to write a character and then to fight the impulse to make them likable. Or to fight the impulse to have your audience agree with this character.
Yeah.
Like you always want the audience to agree with the character that you care about.
Yeah.
And I think about Loki.
Oh, okay.
On Disney Plus. I think that show would have been better if I liked Loki. I like season 1. Season 2 was okay. I like the Loki character, I like what they did with him. But it didn't feel like I was watching a show about a villain.
Oh.
And I think that's what sold the show, I think. Yeah. Like, Loki was very cool, charismatic, all that.
Yeah.
But I think a show about a villain, like let's really see him like succeed as a villain. Anyways.
You're opening up a whole can of worms right now.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So in Loki, he kind of becomes a hero. He starts caring about people and relationships, and we agree with him. We're like, oh, cool. Like, we like Loki and all that. But now because he's doing good guy stuff.
Yeah.
They could have, just dove into him being a villain, why he's a villain, and why we're in trouble that he's a villain.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I think that could be just as exciting. There's a part in season 2 that really felt like a Loki villain moment.
Oh.
I think it's
say it?
Yeah, sure. I think it's the first episode. They're chasing someone, and Loki uses his magic to like corner this guy, and it's really scary and villainous. And I was just thinking, this is cool because villain Loki is powerful, and we kind of see his prowess. And I thought the second season was gonna gear up after that. Was gearing up to kind of show him using I guess the limitless,
like, just that sense from being a villain, right? Like,
yes, exactly.
Like his morals.
Yeah.
He comes from a place where heroes don't come, therefore making him like a different kind of adversary.
Yeah, he has access to more actions because he has not as many ethical like walls. But then it just made him like cool and good. And I was like, oh man.
Okay.
And it was fine, but anyways, back to Prison Break. Because you said you like characters and you don't like characters.
Yeah.
If I really cared about that character, I would have a hard time doing that for the audience.
Okay.
Like I would have to decide way early on. But it's a show, and I know they kind of write as they go. But anyways, that was just my take on that. That was my tangent.
No, I think that was a good tangent. Me. No, yeah. But no, I think that's a good point though, because I think Sony kind of fell into this whole thing where they made all these movies about the anti-heroes. They just came out with the Craven movie. They had Morbius.
I haven't
think there's
seen
another
them.
one. I guess Venom, Venom. But those are all like anti-heroes. It's not villains. Oh, Craven and Morbius, they're villains. Yeah. But yeah, they made them out to be heroes / anti-heroes. But yeah, no, just they're villains. Make the movie about them as a villain.
Yeah.
And I get like the whole thing is like, oh, no one wants to root for a villain, which you should not root or side with the villain. Yeah. That makes sense. But from a storytelling point of view, we could get an audience to like follow that villain. Not like follow his action, but just like follow him through his story. Like, oh, okay, I'm interested in what he's doing. Yeah. I feel like that's a good thing to do. That's a good ability to have in storytelling.
Yeah, I think so too.
So yeah, for the Sony movies like Craven and Morbius, if they're able to like keep them as a villain and for people to stay engaged, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because everyone knows that those are like Spider-Man enemies, his villains. So it's like for them to switch it up is like a little strange.
And you know what I want to see too, like movies like that, especially it's part of a whole connected thing. Yeah, and they're trying to just sell the next movie, and they want to build up to crossovers. We have that knowledge. So I think I would enjoy a movie where I can go in and just show me this villain, like developing, getting stronger, and getting ready to be the baddest villain of the hero's next movie. Yeah. Like I don't need to like this guy. Like if here's a good example.
Don't point at me. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Here's a good example.
What you got?
Sorry. Here's a good example.
I'm sorry. That's impulsive.
Impulsive?
Yeah.
Why?
Impulsively, like don't.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I let my intrusive thoughts win on that
one. When you watch wrestling, there's villains.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's people you really don't like. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh my gosh!
I think actually is like. I think he's naturally a villain. And he's good at it. Like since early wrestling to modern wrestling, and even in Hollywood times, like he had that whole like feud with Vin Diesel, and who knows what's real and not real. It's Hollywood. Yeah. But a lot of it sounds kind of like it could be real in terms of like personality stuff, but we don't know. Like there's teams behind all this stuff.
There's so much stuff.
He had that whole bit when he was joining the DC universe about the hierarchy of the DC universe is about to change, and people hated it. Yeah, people hated him for it. Like
he definitely knows how to ride waves. I feel like.
Yeah. And if that was intentional or not, it still stirred up conversation. Yeah, and I kind of believe it could have been intentional because again, he's been in wrestling. Like that's his background.
He's like definitely a showman.
Yeah, and if he's creating like a storyline that's
Uh-huh.
outside that, like a meta storyline where the actors behind the movies
Uh-huh.
are now like, oh, I hate this guy. Like, I would have been so excited, like if I hated The Rock for being Black Adam,
Mhm.
and then they say, boom, now we're gonna have a movie of Black Adam versus whoever.
Yeah.
And if I went in like, oh, I want to see The Rock get beat up,
Uh-huh.
like you're in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're invested. Yeah.
Yes, maybe what was missing, if that were the case, was just transparency.
Okay. What do you mean?
Like in wrestling, it's obvious that these are written storylines.
Yeah,
It's
they're
obvious.
yeah.
Like we know
Oh, I get what
it's
you-
known information,
Mhm.
whether or not like they acknowledge it
Uh-huh.
or whether or not they like say it. Like it's
Mhm.
known information.
Yeah, but
So
now
we
it's
enjoy
like
it.
they're texting, they're tweeting, so you don't know what's real or not. Like, are they?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like.
Well, even like recently with wrestling, when The Rock was
Mhm.
getting involved again,
Oh, okay.
everyone
you were
was
telling me
mad
about
at him
this.
again
Yeah.
because he
You're
stole. There was a storyline already in progress
Uh-huh.
about someone like working their way up to become like the champ, and The Rock is like, "Oh, don't worry, like champ, like I'm gonna win this one for you."
like just take
And
it over,
everyone
right?
was so angry,
Yeah.
but that like stirred it up.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
telling you.
great, and everyone, people who didn't care about wrestling, were hearing about this and just like getting on comments
Uh-huh.
and looking up clips, probably tuning in
Mhm.
to the matches. It was great. Anyways,
It was great.
villains.
Villains, man.
They,
Not to be idolized, but
but they make entertainment.
but they make entertainment,
They
I
make
guess.
entertainment.
Yeah. Don't be a villain.
Don't be a villain. No, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, did I interrupt something else you were saying?
No,
with that
I
one?
I'll just lead. We led into the whole Sony villains, and then you went to The Rock as a villain, and
Yeah.
I think it was good segues.
It was a good segue. Yeah. Okay. You watch other stuff besides Prison Break? Are we going quick with these shows? We're just kind of rapid firing
I think we're doing
about the stuff we watch, which
Well,
is I don't know.
did
it's
you
fine.
watch
That's
another
why
show?
you're here. All things creative. What?
all things creative.
All things. Creative.
Did you watch any other shows?
I did watch another show.
Oh.
I gave another show a shot. AP Bio.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we said it in the beginning.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the one with the actor who plays Dennis Reynolds.
Glenn Howerton.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
believe he plays Dennis Reynolds on
Mhm.
Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Sunny,
He's so great
for
in that
sure.
show, man. Oh my gosh, he was
Yeah.
so good.
Everyone's good in
Like,
that show.
yeah,
everyone stands out for
Yeah.
like their character.
They definitely give their all in that show, and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Such a good like show to watch. Yeah, like they're genuine about putting in effort. I feel like.
You think so?
Yeah, it seems like they care about it, that project. So
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it shows. To me, it comes
Oh.
off like supernatural. Like these characters are so believable to me.
Yeah, no, I think that's where I'm getting at with it. Like it's
Got
so
it.
genuine how much they
Yeah.
care for it that they're like, yeah, let's do
Yes.
this.
No, for sure the effort's there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good
AP
show.
Bio.
AP Bio.
Did Glenn Howerton? I think I asked you this earlier, but I'm going to ask you again
That's
for the
fine.
audience.
Yeah.
Did it still come off as his Dennis character, or were you able
Alright.
to like separate it?
I was able to separate it.
Oh, okay.
So the first couple seconds of that show, I think it's like, okay, Dennis.
Huh.
Because
Well, he's been on so long. That's why.
Yeah, but
Oh.
also like the way the show starts. Okay, so
Oh.
AP Bio. We're in a classroom, and then outside the window of the classroom, you see a car like skid and
Uh-huh.
crash into the school sign. And then Glenn Howerton's character walks in, I think
Oh.
with like sweatpants and pajamas,
Mhm.
and he's just sits down. He's like, "All right, everyone, shut up, sit down. We're not gonna do anything."
Mhm.
And he like writes his name on the board or something, and tells the kids like, "I'm not teaching you anything this year." He kind of lays out the premise
Oh,
of the whole
fuck.
show,
Okay.
like right there, and you just kind of feel like you're watching Dennis,
Yeah.
because he's just
It's
like,
just
yeah,
Oh.
like shamelessly, like,
on his own terms. Like,
yeah, on his
okay.
own terms. He's there to get back at an academic rival.
Oh, whoa.
So he was a Harvard philosophy professor
hmm
who lost his job, blames that academic rival. That rival took the next job that he wanted, is like doing great, publishing books, popular books. And so now Glenn Howerton's character, I forget his name. I just want to say Dennis, but it's not Dennis.
So I'll say that.
So now he got a job at the high school in his hometown,
Mhm.
and his plan is to like work his way back up
Oh.
and also terrorize this rival along the way.
Uh-huh.
So he's just there to fill the seat, get paid, and climb the ladder.
Yeah.
And they hired him because he's a
A Harvard teacher.
was it Harvard?
That's what you said, I think.
I think so. Yeah, he's like a Harvard philosophy teacher.
Mhm.
but it's great, and it doesn't read as Dennis.
Okay. So this first episode kind of, but then it carries on, and then you separate it. Then
Like you mean him from Dennis?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Sunny in Philadelphia, he is very like selfish. This character is also very selfish, but this character is aware of like the other
has more morals.
People around him. I mean, he's still a bully. He like smooth talks his way through everything, which I don't think Dennis does. I think Dennis tries to do that.
I think he thinks he does that.
Yes, for sure. He 100% believes Dennis 100% believes that he can do that. This character does do that.
Okay.
And he's very smart, and he's a philosophy teacher. Yeah. So he'll sometimes slip into like quoting like things and stuff, and the kids will be like, oh cool, like he's teaching us. And he'll be like, stop writing that down, and then he'll like make the kids help him terrorize his rivals.
Okay,
but he cares about the kids. And he just kind of has he has his rough edges, but he sees the kids and he cares about them, and he'll kind of like reach out to them in his own way. I've only seen like a few episodes of that too. I
want to watch that one,
but there's only one season of it.
What, did it get canceled after one season?
I don't know. I didn't read into it, but
right now I'm down to give it a watch.
Yeah, it's cool. So far with the few I've seen, I don't know why it would be canceled. Like it seems like a good show.
Yeah, maybe he just want to focus more on Sunny.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe there was other stuff he wanted to do.
Because I think he left the Sunny show to film that.
Oh really?
Yeah. There was an episode, I think it was the last episode of a season, where he like leaves. He's like, I want to do my own thing. And then he leaves, and then I think he doesn't come back for like another couple of episodes.
Wow. Yeah. And that was to shoot the EP bio?
That's what I think, because around that same time frame.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Dang.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really interesting how like actors and production companies do that. You know, it's like, how are you going to write someone off so they could do another thing?
Yeah. And then come back.
Yeah, and then come back.
And I'm sure he had like zero fear of being able to come back to Sunny in Philadelphia. Like that must have been really easy to negotiate. I'm sure they wanted him back, and maybe it was hard for him to stay away. But that's cool. All good for him.
Yeah, no, I'm always like happy when I see stuff like that, because then it's like, oh, I know them from this show, and they're expanding. They're like in another show.
Yeah,
I'm always happy to see like actors I like just expanding.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine like having to do the same character like for your whole life.
Well, some people do.
Here's an interesting topic too. Another tangent. Dang, we got so much to talk about.
We're almost at 30-minute mark.
Okay. Well,
quick.
Okay. Fact check this yourself. like
we're not in a rush. Enjoy.
Yes.
Sit back and enjoy.
So fact check this, because this is just kind of like what I'm gathering from word of mouth. I don't like that phrase.
Word of mouth?
Yeah, that's a different conversation, but it just kind of feels like...
No, let's get into it. No, I'm kidding. All right, so...
Anyways, Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Oh.
What I hear... I mean, well, we're just going to talk about playing the character. Right, what I hear is that he had signed a 5-movie contract with Marvel.
I think so, yeah.
And I don't know what those 4 movies were so far, because I guess I don't know if there's like a difference between Sony, Marvel, Disney,
I think as long as
in terms of contracts or what that contract actually binds him to.
Yeah.
But anyways, 5-movie contract. I think he's gonna do the 4th, Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
So the other ones don't count, but
I think those did. Like when he was in Civil War, I think that counted. As Infinity War, I think that counted.
Right. So he's done more.
Yeah, but he's been in movies. I think
he's been in movies.
Yeah.
But what I'm hearing is that according to this contract, he has like 2 left.
Okay.
And this 4th Spider-Man movie is one of those 2.
Oh, okay.
And the conversation was like, if this is the last Spider-Man movie, they're gonna hold that 5th one over his head forever.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Anyways, that became like a what if, because I guess there's news that Tom Holland says he wants to retire acting.
Oh, wow.
Or that's his intentions ultimately. So he wants to eventually like remove himself from acting. Yeah. And just kind of chill. Yeah. And that's cool. Good for anyone who knows what they want.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were saying after that 4th movie, they could just hold that 5th movie over his head forever and save it.
Oh my god.
And then reboot Spider-Man, recast, and they have Tom Holland in their back pocket whenever they want to do like a crossover or something.
Wow.
And that sucks.
That's pretty. Yeah. That's pretty.
If they did that, that would suck. But I think it's within real world happenings.
Yeah. Oh no, they pull a lot of like shady stuff like that, man.
Yeah. But anyways, that just came up because we were talking about like, having to play the same character.
Yeah, dang. But yeah, I don't know. That's
anyways, that was a quick tangent. See, I kept it quick. We're doing good on time.
Oh heck yeah.
I think
we're doing good.
I think we're doing good. I think this is exactly the 30-minute mark.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like in 1 second. Boom, there it is.
Oh no, but then again, maybe it's not. Maybe we're already a minute over.
Shoot. Dang. Do we got to wrap it up now?
Well, do you have anything else to say?
I feel like we could talk forever.
Yeah, we honestly can. Pero
I think we're getting better at talking forever.
Yeah, I feel like we are getting better at talking. Speaking of that, last podcast, I feel like I was not enunciating as much.
Should we use the last like minute or two to critique ourselves?
Oh my gosh, no! I feel like
why?
Okay, no, I didn't mean that sarcastic. Yeah, for a second, it sounded like a good idea.
Oh, okay.
And then like I just like
changed your mind.
I changed my mind
halfway through your.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it could be healthy, but then again, it's like why focus on the negatives?
Well, not critique doesn't always mean negative.
Oh yes, it does.
No, I don't think it means like you're bad and this is why you're bad.
Okay.
Anyways,
it is opening up a door though.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
something we can make use of. Information is food. Take it, use it, turn it into energy.
You hungry?
Let's experiment with it. This will be self-critique for the last 2 minutes.
Okay,
this will be an experimental segment,
and we love experimenting here on Creation Creators.
So what? So tell me what was wrong with last episode?
I felt like the audio was a little weird.
The audio was weird.
I was probably not pronouncing. Right. I feel like I had like kind of a muffled talk. I think that was it. I think I can enunciate better.
Okay, cool. I think I yawned a lot.
You did yawn once last time.
Probably. I want to yawn now that I'm talking about
Go for it.
No, to fight it. I fought it.
Oh, ouch.
I fought that yawn. No, really.
Yeah. But no, I remember in the beginning you kind of yawned for the first 2 episodes or something, first 2 or 3. But again, that was because like, man, we had a lot going on.
We had a lot going on. We still have a lot going on.
Yeah, but I feel like we're coming at this from like a point of like, you know what? Let's take it easy. Let's dedicate time to this, and we're prepping ourselves. Let's not overwork ourselves so we could do this.
Yeah, and I want this to be fun, and it has been fun. But that's not an excuse.
No excuses.
But I do think the audio quality too, like through the mics and through editing, was kind of weird too. Mm-hmm. I couldn't figure out why. I had very limited time to sit with it and mess around. Yeah. The solution could just be better equipment.
Eventually, we're gonna have to.
There's a way to make it nice enough, like in editing, but again, like just the time to do that, it doesn't come out. It doesn't come along so easily. Yeah. We got to figure out focus. Mm-hmm. We could only see ourselves on a little tiny monitor to the side of the camera. With the bigger monitor, maybe we could nail focus every time. And again, I don't want to just resort to, that solution could also be just better equipment. Yeah. Because, if it's not within our reach, then we don't want to feel like we can't achieve it.
Exactly.
But I don't know. That's the critique. I think we're doing good. I'm having fun. Like you said, we're talking more.
Want to talk about something that might cause controversy?
Yeah.
Okay. The fires are going on. Okay. And there's these 2 hotel buildings in LA that are vacant. I'm just going to put this word out there because I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's going to reach. But they got to fix those buildings up and maybe use it as emergency housing. Okay. As temporary housing.
I don't think that's controversial at all.
No? Okay, cool. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah, okay. No, that's something you felt strongly about to bring up. That's cool.
Because again, like, it's, there's just 2 vacant buildings as far as I know. And like, it's like they're tall, like hotel buildings. Mm-hmm. Or apartment buildings. I don't know. They're housing. Either way. They're housing.
It's shelter.
The shelter. They got to fix those up and, just make it as temporary emergency housing. Yep. Because a lot of people lost their homes. So yeah. If that building's going to stay empty, you might as well use it for something good. Yeah. Like, gosh dang.
No, it's crazy, man. And because not everyone has, an easy place to go to.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, no, yeah, like as in I agree. I agree with that.
I caught myself doing the same thing. I'll say like yes, no, but yeah. Okay. And I'm just trying to like show that I'm listening and I'm engaged, but I do the same stuff. Yeah. Anyways,
that was my take. I guess not controversial, but Deep take.
I think it's controversial that you think that was controversial.
Uh-oh. Don't put me on the hot seat.
Maybe we should wrap up
Let's
the
wrap it
episode.
up.
Let's wrap up the episode.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you for joining us on Monday Night Moonwatch. We'll see you next week. You're pointing at them.
No, I'm pointing. Oh my gosh.